Alright, so we got some progress here. So the plumber came today and got everything wrapped up here. So that's good. I'm still going to wait on closing this wall up and that type of thing, just because it still seems a little wet. And he did run that over here. So there's the drain for the laundry sink, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. So I got that frame, and then there's a cover that just kind of snaps in. So my idea is to punch a hole in that to bring the pipe through, and then that'll give it kind of an access panel. You'll still have to pull the plumbing to get to pull the panel off, but I think that looks better than just a big giant hole in the wall. So that's it's getting there. Oops. So he was here about an hour and 10 minutes to do this, so it was pretty quick. It didn't take long at all. Probably would have only took 30 minutes if I didn't have him put in these quarter turns with the PEX, because he had to shut the water off and drain the system down and all that. This actual pipe work went really fast, so that's good. I'm glad I didn't even attempt to do this myself, because he had everything on the truck. It's not like he had to run and get anything, and I know if I did this myself it would have been multiple trips. Like yesterday I had 2 trips to Menards to get parts, and it's just frustrating. And when you don't do it every day, it takes you just that much longer. So I did also talk with insurance, and they said I could open a claim if I want, but at this point I said, well, I want to wait just to see what happens. And they said, well, give us a call in a week and let us know what you think. If you think that stuff isn't drying out, or if there's some damage under your flooring, like up in here or something, we'll open a claim and send an adjuster out, because that's all covered. So it sounded like the actual pipe work, the plumbing work wasn't, but like flooring, drywall, construction, anything like that, if they gotta pull siding off outside, that would all be covered. So, and the plumber also thought that the rest of the plumbing in the house would be fine. I know that like both bathrooms have some galvanized, and I don't know if it's cast elbows or T's. I'm assuming it would be, maybe it's not. But he seemed to think those were fine. There was no like hurry to like open up underneath those sinks and do this type of thing. So yeah, I have to move the machine and give it a whirl here, make sure it works. All right, so that's the new drain line coming down here, and it's hard to see. Let's see if we can get a better shot of it here. Right there, it's just a rubber coupler onto that black ABS. That's where the PEX goes up, and I don't know what these are. I've never seen these before. They're like almost look like they're a crimp on. It looks like it's crimped onto the copper, and then the PEX is crimped into that or something. That's different. I've never seen those before. So yeah, I'll get the wash machine going here and we'll make sure everything works. Oh, what a wonderful sound that is. Good deal. So I don't have the machine all the way pushed in. Like I said, I'm going to leave that fan back here and just let this go. Oh, that's great. No more 5-gallon pails. That's how we were doing our laundry. Alright, so I just got the little plastic flange installed. I used what I had here, some of this Loctite brand power grab. I've used this on some other stuff, and it seems to work alright. You just kind of hold it for, I think, 10 seconds it says, and then you can reposition up to 15 minutes, and then it kind of sets up. It must be like a 24 hours. So that's what that kind of looks like. It's going to be a little bit of a slow go here. The sink that's in here is kind of an odd size. It's a little bit too big for any other standard size tub to fit. And the fact that this countertop comes down over top, trying to find a spout, because the spout has to be replaced. It's an old Kohler unit from 1967, and I'm not going to try to rebuild it. It's pretty caked up inside. So I got a faucet I ordered from Amazon because nobody has anything in stock. I went to Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's. Nobody stocks anything with a spout height that's going to work for this. And the fact that the sink is 3 holes with the offset set for a kitchen, not a bathroom. So like if you're trying to find a laundry spout, it's a 2-hole, and I believe the spacing is 4 inches center to center, where a kitchen sink has 8-inch spacing. So that's part of the reason why you can't find a faucet. Even special order, I couldn't find anything. So the faucet I'm going to put in is a like a restaurant hotel style faucet. I think it's like 4 inches tall, and then the spout you can get in any length. I'm getting it in 8, which is a good size for this. And then you can also swing it from side to side, so you can still put a pail in here to fill for like scrubbing, because that's usually what we use this for, is filling up a scrub pail. And then the original sink's going to go back in. I looked, like I said, I looked for sinks. I couldn't find anything. That avocado green sink that was in here is a Kohler unit, and the date on the bottom is like 1967. And if you look at cast iron sinks today, they're quite pricey. I think close to $300 or more. So it's a good unit. It's very heavy, so we're going to stick with that. I would have had the sink put in and the drain work all done, but I couldn't find a decent basket for the sink, because I'm replacing that as well, because I had to kind of destroy the last one getting it out because it was so rusted up. I went to Menards. They only sell their house brand, which is made in China for Menards, and I brought it home and I was like, I'll put that in. I decided not to because it's garbage, and it'll probably only last 2 years before rusting. The other sinks I have, I've always put in Kohler stainless baskets that are like lifetime warranties. So there again, I went to Amazon, ordered up a Kohler basket. I think it was closer to $70 instead of the $14. Imagine putting in a $14 sink basket. How long can that possibly last? Like, good if you're flipping houses, I guess, because it's cheap, but not if you're looking for something to last a lifetime. So that's frustrating when you go to the box stores and all they sell is the cheap junk. They don't sell any quality products anymore, and it's even hard to special order this stuff. I think Lowe's you could special order the Kohler. So anyway, I'm just getting long-winded. We're going to wrap this one up here real quick. So this is what I did. Initially I thought I was just coming through with the 1.5 inch, but actually the elbow sits a little proud of the wall. So when this is all done, it's going to kind of look like that. So there'll still be a little space around the pipe, or around the elbow. I can fill it in with some caulk and stuff, but that looks much nicer than having a big giant hole in the wall. And my hole saw didn't have a size that was in between the elbow. It was either too small or too big. So, and I kind of figured that, and that way you got some play, because there's a little bit of play in this elbow. You can kind of go up and down with this a little bit. So I can kind of get that where I want it, and then I can put that in. I'm probably not going to pop that piece in until I have a piece actually glued in, coming out, and all the P-trap stuff figured out. I'll glue that piece in and slide that on. I also have some foil insulation that'll probably stick in behind there, and I'm going to use the same type of insulation over where the laundry spot is as well. So, alright, that's going to be it for now.